Welcome to On Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now we are seeing 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episode. This is the episode number 52. If you didn't watch previous episode, I encourage you to go and see. Here we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. In question number 1, starting metal is 5-member and 4-member fused cyclic system. Acetate below the plane, deuterium above the plane. Here they are using the heat. 4 products are given. The 4 products are bridged cyclic system with the position of acetate and deuterium is the question whether they are endo or exo. From the question you might understand that it's a carbon skeleton changes occur and definitely it's a rearrangement. The starting metal kind of fused system with alkene there, you have deuterium also there. Here chances of the rearrangement is a kind of allyl shift is there. So this kind of allyl shift normally classified into kind of electrocyclic system or ring closure. It's a kind of electrocyclic ring closure. It's a kind of specific reaction. If you use thermal, it's antifacial. If you use light, it's suprafacial. Here reaction is dictated by the number of electron and the catalyst, whether thermal or light, it will be decided. Please refer the table for complete information. If you want to study further, study separately what is antra and supra. Here you just know antra means inversion configuration occurs there. So deuterium bonds move there. The carbon in deuterium, the 4th bond, moves to the first position there. Here what really happened after rearrange, the position of atoms are differ. Here 4th position, which is deuterium, get inverted from top to below the plane. So we rewrite the molecule to our understanding. So we rewrite it as bicyclic structure. So 7th one will go above the plane. 2,3 double bond is there. Deuterium and acetate are cis to each other. So we rewrite clearly to the answer. So deuterium and acetate will go above. So as suggested in the answer C. Here you have to learn 2 things. You have to imagine how to convert 2D molecule into 3D bicyclic structure. Second thing is if there is an antifacial, inversion in configuration occur. Here along with inversion you have to imagine the molecule from top view and bottom view. Let us see the second question. Second question, 5-member cyclic system with nitrogen inside. So it's a heterocyclic system with ketone, one side acid, another side phenyl. They ask you to guess the reagent. Here carbonyl groups are vanished and ester become ketone there. So the reagents and its combinations are given. They ask you to find the product. Here many functional groups are to participate with. Amine is there, phenyl is there, carbonyl is there and acetate is there. You have to understand that many functional groups are involved and the selectivity in the reaction is very much important. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal contains ketone. So we have to choose the meaningful pathway to remove the ketone there. So we choose pH3. pH3 is a selective reducing agent which reduces only CO there, which is ketone. So not ester. So CO being attacked and CO becomes CH2. Next step, you can use base hydrolysis to become acid. Here you have to convert ester group into acid. It can be done by base hydrolysis. So base hydrolysis, what really happens is OMe leaves, OH transformation is there. So obviously it's acid. Next step, you are using the methyl lithium. So methylation of acidic group will be there. Here you can write it as 2 steps, but I written as a simple 1 step. So methyl attacks, the anion formation is there. Next step, if you do hydrolysis, OH will remove. Then you have the product as a ketone there. So OH removal leads to ketone formation. Here I didn't explain the mechanism of lithiation and the OH removal properly, but this is the idea, you might get it. Here you have to learn 2 important things. One is conversion of ketone into alkane in the selective way can be done by BH3 in THF. Second thing is acid can be converted into ketone by simple addition of methyl lithium. Then the question number 3. Question number 3, long chain alkyl system with functional group Ge and amine and methyl. Amine is below the plane, methyl is above the plane. Here we are using tertiary butoxychloride in low temperature and light and acid as well as base. Here 4 products are given. Mostly the products are coupled one or cyclic one. Coupled meant just dimerization occur or not. Selectively the OH insertion occur or not. Or selective OH introduction or not. Or ring closure. Where the ring is closed in the which way. E is above the plane or below the plane. So from the question, reagents and answer, we can guess it's a skeleton change definitely there. As well as you have to also guess ring closure also occur or not. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal contain amine, you are using the oxychloride. So what really happened is amine, the hydrogen replaced by chlorine. So H2Cl transformation happened there. Then you are using the acid. Acid and amine, you are protonate the amine group. So quaternary salt will be formed. Here quaternary salt is there, you are using the light. So what really light is doing is it creates the radical cation. So chlorine always create cation with light. Chlorine promote the radical formation as well as cation also there, so it's a radical cation. Then the Norris type 2 reaction will be happen. So the radical abstract the proton from delta carbon. So if you write alpha beta delta, it obviously for 6-member transition state, so hydrogen transfers there. Again you have free radical formed with the delta carbon. So the free chlorine attacks and chlorination happens there. Then the charge has to be constant in any way, so the hydrogen eliminates and amine will form. You have the same system amine and chlorine, so obviously intracondensation is possible. So nitrogen attack the chlorine one, so chlorine easily removes there. It's kind of SN2 reaction, so inversion in configuration. If you write in plane and out plane, N will be in plane and E will go below. Here you have to imagine, otherwise it's difficult to understand it. The same reaction can be explained in many ways. Here I given plausible way. If you are better, you do it better in your own way. Here you have to learn 2 things. One is the light in presence of chlorine always create the free radical. Second thing is if you have chlorine as a good leaving group and any electron donating group, always intracondensation is possible. So condensation in creation of new bonds. Hence a new bond is formed here. Then the question number 4. The starting metal contains a 6-member cyclic ring with many hydroxy groups. There are 4 hydroxy groups are there, 3 above the plane, 1 below the plane, and you have one alkene also inside, which is isolated in the ring, not along with OH there. Here we are using the 2,2-dimethoxypropane and para-toluene sulfonic acid and MnO2. From the answer you might guess what really happened to the OH group. Which OH group get oxidized, C double bond O or the end OH are there. So you have to understand that the relation between reactivity and stereochemistry or configuration. So you have to answer accordingly. The answer is C. Let us see how. One of the starting metal dimethoxypropane. It's a kind of propane in the middle carbon, 2 OCH3s are there. You are using the acidic condition, para-toluene sulfonic acid. So what really happened is CH3OH will be removed as an alcohol. Then you have cation. Then the cation has to be quenched, you have ketone. It's a simple ketone formation, ketone is there. Next step you are using the real starting metal, which is the multiple alcohol. Here the ketone has the peculiar property to protect the diol. But the diol should be in cis position or above the plane. Only the first 2 diols are above the plane, so the protection of those groups happen. Then you are in the MnO2. So MnO2 is the peculiar one, it involves only allylic oxidation. So alkene is there, allylic oxidation only occur in the free group which is allyl to the alkene. The above groups are protected, that's why it's don't involve there. Then the next step you deproduct it, the ketone will be removed and you have final product as a conjugated ketone. Here driving force is conjugated ketone there. So here you have to learn 2 things. What is protection and deproduction? Here the carbonyl mostly in acetone form, it products the diol group which should be in cis position. Second thing is don't image the reaction from starting material. It can be start from reagent also. Here reaction start from dimethoxypropane to ketone formation. So you have to guess which is real reactant where the reaction center is there. Then the question number 5. The starting metal is simple alkane attached with phenyl, bromine and silyl. The multiple atoms are in the single carbon. You are using the magnesium and the dry ether aldehyde, which is benzaldehyde and sulfuric acid. They ask you to guess the product. Products are mostly alkene there. Alkene, the stereochemistry, they ask the question whether cis or trans, or silyl is not removed, again the cis or trans. Then the next product can be a ketone by simple removal of groups, as well as it can be a OH introduction in the system. Here from the answer you might guess it's a new CC bond is there, and stereoselectivity or configuration matter here. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal contains many functional group, but bromine is important here because you are using the magnesium. Magnesium forms Grignard reagent here. Here it's just a preparation of Grignard reagent. So Br become MgBr there. MgBr can generate the anion. Anion can attack the aldehyde, which is one of the starting material. So new CC bond formation is occur. So the funny molecule forms there with new CC bond. The next step you are using the acid. Acid mostly remove the OH, which is the weak leaving group, become the better leaving group. Actually the real question is how the OH will be removed. Whether OH removed from cis position or trans position, nothing matter. OH is a good leaving group, it leaves itself. Doesn't need any anti-periplanar resistance. So the product can be cis or trans. There is no specificity there. So can be cis or trans. So the answer is clearly A. So we rewrite it simply to the phenyl is unspecified here. Here you have to learn two things. Always you have to imagine Grignard reagent is the anion generator. Even though with multiple functional group, you establish CC bond. Next step is tertiary methyl silyl is a good leaving group, as well as water also good leaving group. So what really happened is it doesn't have any specificity or any stereo assistance required. So what really happened is the product can be cis or trans. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.